And we're back. Welcome everybody to more. Welcome everybody. Well, I say more to the first Raiders franchise in Madden 24. Now, it's been a long time since the Raiders franchise. It's been a long time since we've done football in general. But game came out. Well, for me yesterday because I got it like 4 hours early. But so I've been learning it a little bit, set up the system. So there's a lot of things different compared to now in the Raiders franchise we had before. A lot of things different. We are now the owner of the team. We are not head coach. McDaniels is still the head coach. Last time it was when Gruden got fired for his emails, and we had no head coach, and Rich Bisaccia took over in real life. Now we have something in place. McDaniels, Rod Starling, Roy Walker, who's really Joe Lombardi. Not Joe. Who the hell's our coach? Is it Joe Lombardi? No, it's one of the Lombardis. It might be Mike Lombardi. Offensive coordinator. It's Mick Lombardi. That's what Lombardi was. It's Mick. There's so many Lombardis, man. There's so many. And then we got Roy Walker, who's really Patrick Graham. As you know, I really don't care about OC because he doesn't really call anything. That's all McDaniels. But, this offseason's a little, I don't know what to say, busy for the Raiders. A lot of changes happened. A lot of guys got brought in. Jimmy Garoppolo is now the quarterback of their car. Davante Adams still here, luckily. Josh Jacobs is kind of here. Hopefully he shows up. We got some cornerbacks now. Marcus Peters, some young talent. So we're hoping all that clicks this year, which is where we're going to be playing this out. So let's go over a little bit of the roster, right? I did make some moves. I'll go over them. Just wait. Quarterback, we got Jimmy G. He's a little older side, but hopefully that works out for us. But the moves I made, none of them were really crazy. Like I didn't go out and sign Dalvin Cook, who in game is still free agent. So we'll see where he goes. That's not what happened. I signed some backups. That's literally what happened. We got old man Brian Hoyer. I don't really expect them to make the 53-man because they haven't added the implement where, quarterback is no longer a roster spot in the game. So I don't expect him to be here, honestly. I'm going to put A. O'Connell on 53-man. The Super Trooper O'Connell. If you don't know reference, just look at Raiders Twitter. Yes, because goddamn, we're going crazy over him. We got Josh Jacobs with this new number at 8. Now, I'm going to kind of roleplay this like real life a little bit here. So Josh Jacobs will not be playing the preseason. Like, you will not see him at all. Because, in real life, he's holding out currently, not showing up to the team. He's currently probably at home somewhere. I don't know where he lives. But yeah, that's kind of the situation with Josh Jacobs. So we're going to keep that realistic. Other parts I am eating some dinner, so this is kind of like a rush moment. I didn't realize I was going to stream tonight. We got Damian Williams here as well. The Raiders just signed him like last Thursday, I think. So he's very fresh-faced here. A bit older. Honestly, I'm not really too sure he'll stay here. Depends on how he performs. They also got Ameer Abdullah, who was on last year's team. But yeah, he's here. I mean, he's no guy. He's got to fight for his spot. We have an older running back room, which I want to change eventually. Then we got the main man, Zeus Zamir White from Georgia. 91 speed. He's our fastest running back. I think he'd be pretty good for us. I do. Hopefully, I can build him up a little bit, and he'll be a good number 2 puncher Jacobs if I can keep him around. So we'll see. We got Brandon Bolden. He's the oldest guy in the locker room. He's reaching like Abdullah and Williams. He's got to fight for that spot. I'm probably going to keep 4 running backs on the roster. So he's got to really fight for that spot. Then we got Brandon Brown. We have no idea what he can do. He doesn't have a face yet. So we'll see. I might give him a face if he stays around. That's about all I can really say about that. So we'll see how that goes. But he's got to kind of just hang around. He's not fast. He's not really spectacular or anything. He had a good preseason last year in real life, but he hasn't really amounted to much in the regular season because I don't think he played at all. He's on the roster. Fullback, we have Jakob Johnson. He's a pretty solid fullback. I kind of miss Ingold, but he's solid for here now. Receivers, we got Davante Adams, the big man. Well, arguably the best wide receiver in the league. So hopefully we can keep him around. I know he's got like 2 more years left on his deal, I believe. So hopefully we can keep him around and that can stay consistent. Hunter Renfrow. Bit of a rough year last year. Had some injury issues. Could not really stay on the field. Hopefully we can develop him in real life and in the game. A little bit of both. Then we got one of our big signings in free agency, Jakobi Meyers from the Patriots. Here's McDaniel's system. He's a pretty good wide receiver too. So hopefully we can translate that to real life and in the game as well. Now for the rest of the roster, it's a battle. People are fighting to play on this roster. So we have 6 wide receivers we're going to carry. DeAndre Carter is going to be in battle with Trey Tucker for the return man position mainly. Because I don't know who I'm going to put him in the slot, honestly. Depends on how Trey Tucker performs. But he's another veteran in the receiver room, so we'll see how that goes. Philip Dorsett, similar situation. He's a deep ball guy. See how he performs as well. Keelan Cole, same thing with him. Cam Sims, he's got an uphill battle to fight. And same with Christian Wilkerson. Now, DJ Turner is on the roster in this game. However, in real life, he is on IR in real life. So I could just cut him. I didn't even want him on the roster. I mean, he wasn't going to make it. So I kind of just cut him. See how he does. Now, tight ends. We got the future tight end, Michael Mayer, after getting rid of Darren Waller. Which is a little bit mixed reviews so far in Radio Nation. Going to be honest there. But I got faith in Mayer. I like this play in Notre Dame. I hope he develops well. Hope he's a tight end in the future. We got Austin Hooper. Bit older guy. He's a safe threat. He's a check down guy. You know what I mean? You need a check down, he's the guy. Bit catching issues, I remember correctly, but we'll see. Next up, we got Jacob Hollister. I signed him personally. He's on the Raiders roster in real life. So see how he performs. We need a tight end 3 guy, and it's going to be him or Horsted. Horsted's right here. So he's going to be battling for the spot. Then we got Jacob Bobenmeyer at long snapper. If you do remember, I carry long snappers in my franchise modes. I do. I like the challenge of just having one raw spot. That's pretty much wasted. Though it is kind of weird he's doing 50. So we'll see if I can change it maybe. But yeah, he's a long snapper. Left tackle, Colton Miller. He's still around. He's a long time of left tackle. He's been with the Raiders franchise. Been since 2018. Hopefully he stays. Brandon Parker. Don't expect him to stay on the roster. Honestly, in real life, he is on IR now. I think his season ended. So I do have him in the trade block. We'll see if we can trade him after, sometime in preseason. So we'll see. I want more picks. He's a good guy to trade for picks. Then we had Justin Heron. We traded, I think, a 7th for him last year. So we'll see how that does. He was on the Patriots. We traded a 7th. So we'll see he gets that left tackle 2 spot. Next thing we got second-year player Dylan Parham. He had up and down rookie year. There were some parts where he shined, some parts where he struggled. Hopefully he can get that together and we can roll with him. Then the Tiny Moody, who we signed from Denver last year. He's a versatile guard. He can play left or right guard. I might move him to right guard. Who knows? See how that goes. Then we have Jordan Meredith, who's kind of just a can't buy. He's a preseason buy, you know what I mean. We got Andrew James over at center. He's our starting guy, still from the last Raiders franchise. So hopefully that stays consistent. Then we also have the guy who I signed, Matt Skura. If I remember correctly, I think he was the last team playing was the Ravens? I remember he was on the Ravens at some point. I don't know if he was there last time, but he hasn't really played much. I think, let me see. Oh, he was on the Rams last year. I don't remember seeing him on the Rams. I don't remember at all. But yeah, he's here now. He's a scheme fit guy. He's down for the center 2 spot. So we'll see. His opponent is Hieronymus Grasso. 2 older guys bound for the center position. The mentor, the veteran. Hopefully that stays. Right guard is kind of a weaker spot, which I was considering moving the Moody over. Got Greg Van Roten. He's kind of the Richard Incognito. He's a rough guard veteran who's not afraid to punch you in the mouth. So he's kind of there for that. Then we have Alex Bars. He came over from last year's team. He struggled in real life. He struggled. He was pretty good at run blocking, but even I could get a sack on Derek Carr if he was pass blocking. Like, that's just how bad he was at pass blocking. Right tackle, we got Jermaine Luminor. I've always been a fan of Luminor. I've always been a fan of him. He's here starting right tackle. in real life in this, but he has a camp competition. That camp competition comes from Thayer Munford. Drafted him last year. He's been performing pretty well. Hopefully we can develop him into a starting right tackle. Left end, we got Jerry Tillery. Now, I do remember the scheme for the Raiders is a bit different. We run a Sky 3-4 instead of a 4-3, which is what I'm used to. So I'm just kind of letting it roll for now. We'll see how it performs. I might move us to a 4-3 after the season. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much what it'll be. Tillery's scheme fit, though. He was pretty solid for the Raiders last year. Made some few mental mistakes, like punching a ball out of a Rams player's hands, allowing them to get a first down. But yeah, he's here. And the last guy who I personally signed is Raymond Johnson III. He's just there to be there. That's pretty much what I can tell you. He's there to be there. He's a camp guy. Got Bilal Nichols at right end. I think he's pretty solid. He's not a bad player. We signed him last year. So we'll see how he performs. He's a defensive end D tackle. He's a versatile D lineman. They got Isaac Rochelle, who's actually doing really well in camp right now in real life. So hopefully that translates to the game. With the tackles, we got Adam Butler, who performed pretty well with the Raiders in a preseason game in real life. We got veteran John Jenkins. I don't know if he survives the roster cuts. I don't know. I want some youth in this position, so I don't know if he survives it. Byron Young, the rookie, I have a lot of faith in him. He's got like a solid D tackle, kind of like thing. Where he's not going to, wow anybody in his play. But he's going to be the veteran that stays around for like 10, 15 years in the league. That's going to be his style. He's not going to be like, Aaron Donald. He's not going to be Aaron Donald. But he could be a very solid D tackle. We got Matthew Butler. He's got brought in last year as a rookie. He's the finest spot in the roster, really. Rookie Nestor Jade Silvera, arguably one of the best names in this draft. I got some faith in him. We can hope we can develop him up. And we got Neil Farrell from last year, who is not looking too great in the game. Looks solid in real life. In the game, left-hand side linebacker or edge rusher is what this scheme is. It's an edge rusher. Max Crosby, you already know him. One of the top 20 players in the NFL last year. Great guy to be around. Will punch you in the mouth if you talk shit, though. That's for sure. Okay, Jordan Willis. He was in the roster a little bit last year, and then he came back this year. So I think he's good. We got Malcolm Kuntz, another member of our old Raiders franchise. He's still around. I might move him back to left end, honestly. We'll see. Yeah, Robert Spillane here, middle linebacker. We lost, Perriman. We lost John Brown. Clean slate there. So we got Robert Spillane. He's a Denzel Perriman type player, though. He's not going to do shit in coverage, but he will tackle the hell out of you. But to make up for his lack of coverage skills, we have Divine Diablo, former safety. He's still here. Hopefully that can perform. He was a rookie in our Raiders franchise. Wow. Was he? Was he 2020 or 2019? No. I'm thinking the wrong year. Never mind. I think he was a one-year player. We have Amari Burney here, the rookie linebacker from Florida. He's kind of like Divine Diablo, honestly. They have very similar builds, very similar play styles. Yeah. Maybe a special team is Curtis Bolton. I don't know if he makes the 3-man. I don't know. This is kind of a battle spot for that fourth middle linebacker position. Bolton, Messon, and Aaron Butler. You guys are all battling for the spot. Though Messon and Butler could get a practice squad spot if they perform. Bolton will not. So if he sucks, he's cut. Then we got Chandler Jones, veteran from Syracuse. He struggled last year, badly. He found one highlight all year, and that's when he took Mac Jones' soul down to the ground in that Patriots game. So we're paying him a lot. So honestly, I might restructure his deal in the offseason. I hope he performs. But if he doesn't, we have his replacement. Tyree Wilson, the rookie we drafted number 7 this year. Came in injury in camp, but he's practicing now. A lot of potential with this guy. 6'6", 271. He's built like a tank. Hopefully we can develop him well. Quarterbacks, we get the recent signee, Marcus Peters, man. I'm very excited for this signing. I know he had a down year last year, but he was still recovering from an injury. Now he's 100% healthy, and hopefully we can get that, ball hawk skills back. Then I got Nate Hobbs, who's kind of still finding his place in his defense. He moved him to outside corner last year, but he wasn't really great. So I think right now he's actually moving him back to the slot, which we might do. But then we're going to find a new outside corner too, which is where everyone else comes in. We have David Long Jr. We got Duke Shelley. Let's see, David Long. I think he was on the Rams last year. Duke Shelley was on the Vikings. Amik Robinson's back. We have Brandon Faison from the Colts, who's making his return to the Ross team. Rookie Jacoby Bennett from Maryland, who I'm excited about in real life. Tyler Hall had a pretty random good year last year. We'll see how he does here. And then Sam Webb. Safeties, we got Marcus Epps from the Eagles. So we got on that Super Bowl, culture. They didn't win, they went. We got Chris Smith from Georgia, who's got that college championships, talent. We got Isaiah Pola-Mao, who's related to Palomalu, apparently. I found out pretty recently, actually. We got Trayvon Merrick, who's he hasn't found his potential yet. He hasn't. Hope he can bring it into the Raiders franchise. We got Jaquan Johnson and Roger Teamer fighting for that strong safety 2 spot, though. Everyone knows the kicker, Daniel Carlson. He's great. Everyone loves him. He is arguably the best kicker in the league. Yes, I know. Justin Tucker. But Carlson made more field goals than him last year and was more accurate. So Carlson, in my opinion, is the best kicker in the league right now. But at least the most consistent. Then we got AJ Cole, who's a really good punter. Draft picks, we got 1, 2, 3. We have basically normal draft picks except for no 6 and 3 7s. So I'm hoping we get some more draft picks this year. And there's a new system. We are allowed to trade up to 3 years ahead. So, 3 years draft picks, not 3 years ahead. But yeah, I did do the training camp stuff. I wasn't really a big fan of it, honestly. For me, some of it was kind of fun, like the running backs ones, but most of it was kind of like meh. So, let's do some upgrades that I did get from the practices. We got Jacoby Myers getting an upgrade. I don't up his physical. I want him to bring down the hard catches. Perfect. Catching traffic went up, awareness went up, and his release went up. That's pretty good. Dorsett, he's a deep threat guy. That's what he is. He's a deep threat. Catching deep route and medium route went up. Okay, that's fine. Tiny Moody, power went up that. Okay, that's alright. We got Brandon Bolden. The hell is that? Oh, people are home. That's what it is. I didn't know anyone was home. We got Brandon Bolden. He's getting an upgrade. This kind of... Actually, I'm not probably going to do a game today, honestly. I might just do a roster review. We got Roger Teamer. He's getting upgrades. He's now 68. I'm going to do games next week. Then we got Christian Wilkerson, who's also getting an upgrade. Up his playmaking. We'll see how he does. That's a pretty solid upgrade. Okay. So, yeah, let's do just a roster review. Going through it. I kept injuries from the obviously, So, the Patriots have Raekwon McMillan with an Achilles tear. Ravens have Andrew Voorhees with an ACL tear. Oh, God, this league got destroyed in some positions. But, yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. We'll be back Tuesday for the games, so. And I promise we'll be home because I'll be somewhere else. But, yeah, this is kind of just a roster review. Show you what we're going to do in the future. Just unplanned completely. So, yeah, I'll see you guys Monday for the trails. I'll be back in full go next week. I promise you. I know I've been really bad, but I promise you I will. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Have a good day, everybody.